let's get to the big story that we're tracking this morning, and frankly, it's a shocking one at all levels. So here's what's happened. SEBI has issued an interim order in the case of Gensol Engineering, where they've prohibited its promoters from involvement due to allegations of fund diversion, falsification of records as well, and a whole slew of misdemeanors. Giving us details now on that are Charu and Mihika. Charu, let's start off with understanding what SEBI is saying, what the allegations are, and then of course Mihika coming in with what implication this has for investors.
So the market regulator, Securities and Exchange Board of India, has come out with an order against 3 entities here: Gensol, Anmol Singh Jaggi and Puneet Singh Jaggi, who are the key managerial position holders in the company. Now what has happened is that the regulator found that some false documents were submitted and some false disclosures were made by the company, both on the stock exchanges and as well as in the disclosures made to the credit rating agencies. It all started in the month of June last year when some manipulation complaints were made to the regulator, and then again this year in the month of March, the agencies found that the company was delaying its loan repayments. Now what happened here was that when called upon to answer on these questions, the company submitted some false and fabricated documents, some documents called conduct letters from companies like PFC and IREDA, saying that there is nothing wrong in the loan repayment system and the mechanics that they are using. However, these companies themselves in an email conversation reported to the credit rating agencies that they have not issued any such letters and they are forged and fabricated. Upon understanding the entire situation and knowing that the company has been making fake disclosures, lying about the contracts that it is receiving and lying about the subsidiaries, the US-based subsidiaries that company is talking about, all of this is false. In fact, the shareholding of the company has also reduced from over 70% to 30% while it is going through, it was going through an exponential rise in its shares and its market capex, and it also moved from SME listing to main board listing. However, it was all based on fabricated disclosures and documents, and the amount raised from all this was used to, fulfill personal expenses, buy luxury apartments in areas like Gurgaon.
Okay. Let's also talk about the implications for shareholders now, because you've seen a considerable drop in the share price as well. Mika is joining in to tell you about some of that. Mika?
So we've seen Gensol be in focus in 2025, especially. The stock is down 85%, and in terms of their market cap erosion, it's seen a market cap erosion of around 6,890 crores. The peak market cap was around 7,300 odd crores in Q2 FY24, and the latest stock split that was announced in the 1:10 ratio has also been now put on hold by SEBI. Now, what alerted the markets majorly was CareEdge and ICRA downgrading the ratings of the companies early in March. The ratings downgrade was on account of ongoing delays in servicing the term loan obligations, and the no default statements that were shared with ICRA on the debt servicing track record were apparently falsified as per the rating agencies, and there were then concerns in corporate governance practices, including its liquidity position. Now, just to give you a quick debt to liquidity picture, the total debt of the company stood around 1,146 crores versus the last 12-month EBITDA of around just 330 crores. Leverage was at 3.5 times, and the company had stated that it had liquidity of 250 crores in its Q3 FY25 con call, but we don't know why the debt repayments were not coming through if it had this said liquidity. Even in terms of their divestment scheme, which was aiming to raise around over 650 crores, is now not on track. Claim 1 was to sell 2,997 EVs to Reflex for around 300 crores, but the update is that Reflex, after doing its due diligence, has decided to not go with this transaction. So this entire transaction will not be coming into place. And the second claim is the company is going to sell its US subsidiary for a total of 350 crores. The transaction is expected to come by March 2026, subject to approvals, and we wait for an update for the same. And lastly, when you talk about the fund infusion, the company has received 25% of its warrant subscription, which was issued in the first half of FY25, which has been paid back, but it's yet to raise 404 crores from promoters and investors. 100 crores of this is from promoters, the balance from around over 100 investors. But the promoter did infuse 30 crores of the 100 crores needed in March when he sold 2.37% stake coming in. Lastly, we also have IRIDA in focus on the back of this because it has a total exposure of 600 crores to Gensol, debt of 280 crores and a working capital loan of 320 crores, and this is 0.8% of IRIDA's loan book.
You know, the details actually tell you the extent of fraud and manipulation here. If you go through the SEBI copy, there is, so about 6 crores was diverted to the mother of Anmol Jaggi, about 3 crores to the wife. There was about 26 lakhs spent on golf sets. There was
That's an expensive.
there was about 17 lakhs spent on a Titan company, so I don't know if jewelry, watches or whatever. And there was about 10 lakhs spent on something appears for personal use on Camco Chew Food, which imports confectionery. So I don't know, that seems another expensive habit that has come in. It's just mind-boggling.
It is.
The extent of the fraud. There's also, you know, it just, another thing that I just want to talk about for a second. The SEBI notification also talks about an exchange filing that the company put out claiming that they had got orders for 30,000 electrical vehicles, 30,000 crores worth of electric vehicles.
30,000?
30,000 crores from Bharat Mobility. The 2025 big auto fair that happened. When they went and investigated, they found that these were MOUs. So that's fine. The official went to their plant to see what was happening there. They pulled out the electricity bill and they saw that there was nothing happening there. With 3 or 4 laborers at this manufacturing capacity, and the electricity bill showed that there was pretty much nothing happening there for the last 12 months.
Wow.
So this is solid groundwork and an investigation by the authorities, which I think we should give credit for.
Most certainly.